If you're watching this video and you're somebody that has little to no money to be investing, the question that you shouldn't be asking is, should I invest this in stocks? Should I invest this in crypto? Should I invest this in real estate? Because really what you should be doing when you don't have a lot of money is figuring out how to invest the little money that you do have into yourself. Now let's look at an example. So say you have, let's just call it $1,000, and that's what you have in your savings, and you're looking at, where am I gonna put this money? Well, I would say, again, the best place to put that money is gonna be investing it in yourself, because let's just say that you put it into a stock, and you put that $1,000 into a stock, and over 12 months that pass, you get a 10% return on that $1,000. Well, you're only going to have made $100 over those 12 months, because there's really, at that $1,000 mark, there's really not enough money there for you to be getting a significant enough return for it really to make sense to place that money into that. So what I would do, and what I've personally done, is when I wasn't making a lot of money and I didn't have a lot of savings, I focused on, whenever I did have a little bit of money in savings, rolling that cash into skills that would be able to help me become better at the work that I was doing, so that if I became more talented, if I became more skillful, I would be able to earn more money, which was my ultimate goal, which is, what you're trying to do is invest in that stock to earn more money, when really what you should be doing is looking at, how can I take that money, invest it in a skill, and be able to get a higher return investing in myself. A lot of times, most people tend to stay stuck in the income that they're at because they've reached this point, and then they're not really focusing on skilling up. They're not reading new books, they're not taking courses, they're not going to seminars, they're not finding more ways to become more valuable to the marketplace. Because typically, whatever you're earning right now, income-wise, is typically going to be associated to the value that you provide to the marketplace. And so to raise the amount of money that you're able to earn as an individual, you have to look at, what else can I do to become more valuable to the marketplace? Looking at an example, imagining that you're, let's say, a video editor, or just an editor in general, and say that you're in a position where you're kind of in that range of, making $40,000 to $50,000 a year, and you're looking at, okay, well, what are the steps that I need to take in my role to be able to earn more money? Because taking some of that money that you're earning at that rate and then investing that in a stock or crypto or whatever isn't probably gonna be the best return. What I would do, say if I had $1,000 or $1,500, is I would look at, okay, at the job that I'm at, is there opportunity that this company wants to grow? And if the company grows, can my position that I'm currently in grow to a higher level for me to be able to earn more income? So what does something like that look like? Well, imagine I'm this editor and I'm in that position, and I know that the company eventually wants to have multiple editors. And so there's probably gonna be a position where somebody needs to be a lead editor, or a managing editor. So that's one step up from the position that you're currently in. So what you could do, what I would do, and obviously take that to, say you're doing construction and you wanna be a construction manager, or whatever that particular job is that you're currently doing, and use this example. So I'm in this role, I'm say making that 40, 50 grand a year. I want to earn more, which is where I'm gonna go invest my money. So what I'm going to do is look at myself. I'm gonna do an audit of myself. I'm looking at myself as, well, what does the person look like that is a lead editor? What skills do they have that I currently don't have? Maybe I'm great at editing content, but maybe I don't have the interpersonal skills. Like I don't have the leadership capabilities of, when I have somebody that's reporting to me, I don't know how to manage them based on their personality style. How do I hold people accountable? How do I set goals for them? How do I help make sure that they're able to hit their goals? How do I give them feedback so I don't push them away when I give them a critique when they do something wrong? So in that example, what you'd want to look at is, okay, I probably need to buy some leadership books so I can grow as a leader, because if I'm going to be a manager, I'm a leader. I want to learn leadership skills. I also want to learn management skills, like how to manage a small team so I could be as organized as possible. And then maybe looking at how do you put together, goals as, for your whole department. So maybe some books on goal setting is something you need. So if you learned, how to be a better goal setter, you know how to manage people, you know how to hold them accountable, or at least you've learned some of those soft skills from books or courses or seminars or events that you went to, so that you now know you could utilize those in the real world. What you could do is go approach the person that you work for and say you're doing some form of construction and you're doing the task, but the company could do more of those tasks. You go to that manager and say, hey, what if you hired somebody to work underneath me and I managed them, I made sure that they were hitting the same same metrics that you're requiring of me to hit in my role. And if they're able to do that, hire another person and I will manage 2 or 3 people. I will help us bring in more revenue as a company because we're able to get more done. And my goal in that is for me to go from 40 or 50,000 a year. I would like to be at 65,000 a year. I'd like to be at 70,000 a year. And so if you go to your boss or whoever you're working with and you say, hey, I know that if I get these other people working underneath me and I do a great job managing them and we're able to increase the company's revenue, increase the company's profitability, would it make sense for that company to pay you more money? Of course it would. If you're able to help the company make more money, you should be able to, go after an opportunity of earning more money as well. So when you look at that example of, well, if you add that $1,000 or whatever amount of, small amount of money that it is, and you invest that in the stock market, you make 10% in 12 months, you've increased another $100 to your net worth. Whereas if you do the method that I'm suggesting and you upskill yourself and you have those skills now in place, and now you're able to increase your income. Let's say you're at 50 grand a year and you get yourself to 70 grand a year. You've increased your income by $20,000 a year. Which one makes more sense for you to invest that money into? It's obviously money and time to up your skills, but you're increasing, $20,000 versus making $100 over a year period of time. So that's what I would do. And that's always what the advice that I'm going to give to people when they're looking to invest money, especially if it's not a lot of money. And then what you can do is as you start earning more money, you're starting to put bigger chunks of money away. Then you could start looking at, well, now I have, 30, 40, 50,000 set aside because I'm earning more money. I've been saving for a little bit longer. Now you can start investing that and it's going to make a bigger difference as that compounds versus starting doing that. Where you should be starting is definitely investing in yourself. I'd be curious to hear from you in the comment section below. Have you done this in the role that you're currently doing if you're working a job, or if you're in a position where you're an entrepreneur and you have people working for you, what opportunities is your team able to bring that you could help them earn more money? That's the question that I have for you. Let me know in the comment section below and we'll see you in the next video.